The ground beneath our feet, often taken for granted, holds a secret. The world is facing a sand shortage. This may come as a surprise. After all, deserts stretch across vast expanses of the globe. However, the sand that blankets these arid landscapes is not suitable for our needs. The sand we rely on, the kind that builds our cities and fuels our industries, is rapidly dwindling, leading to a global crisis. Our insatiable appetite for concrete, glass, and electronics has pushed sand extraction to unprecedented levels. From towering skyscrapers to silicon chips, sand is the unsung hero of modern civilization. Yet, this seemingly abundant resource is finite, and its overexploitation has far-reaching consequences. The sand crisis is a stark reminder of our complex relationship with the natural world. It underscores the urgent need for sustainable practices and responsible consumption. Sand is much more than meets the eye. It's easy to dismiss it as a common material, found on beaches and in deserts. However, its importance in construction and manufacturing cannot be overstated. Sand is the primary component of concrete, the backbone of our infrastructure. Buildings, bridges, roads, and dams all rely on the strength and durability of concrete. Moreover, sand is crucial for glassmaking. From windows to smartphone screens, glass is ubiquitous in our lives. The production of silicon chips, the brains of our electronic devices, also depends on high-purity silica sand. Furthermore, sand finds applications in industries like foundry work, sandblasting, and even water filtration. Its versatility and wide-ranging uses make it an indispensable resource in the modern world. The vastness of deserts might suggest an inexhaustible supply of sand. However, the reality is more nuanced. Desert sand, shaped by wind erosion, is too smooth and rounded for construction purposes. The angular grains of sand found in riverbeds and coastal areas, on the other hand, bind together effectively in concrete. This difference in shape arises from the different erosional forces at play. Desert sand's smoothness prevents it from interlocking properly in concrete, resulting in weak and unstable structures. Furthermore, the abundance of fine dust and other impurities in desert sand can compromise the quality of concrete and glass. Therefore, despite the vastness of deserts, their sand is largely unsuitable for our construction and industrial needs. The insatiable demand for sand, coupled with its finite supply, has fueled a thriving black market. Criminal organizations, often referred to as sand mafias, have emerged to exploit this lucrative trade. These groups operate with impunity in many parts of the world, using violence and intimidation to control sand extraction and distribution. They often operate in countries with weak governance and lax environmental regulations. Sand mafias typically employ impoverished laborers who work in hazardous conditions for meager wages. They bribe corrupt officials to turn a blind eye to their illegal activities, further undermining the rule of law. The rise of sand mafias highlights the desperation driving the sand crisis. It also exposes the dark underbelly of globalization, where profits often trump environmental and social responsibility. The devastating impact of illegal sand mining is an environmental catastrophe in the making. The consequences of illegal sand mining are dire. Unregulated dredging of riverbeds and coastal areas disrupts ecosystems, destroying habitats and decimating aquatic life. The removal of sand alters river flow patterns, leading to increased erosion and flooding. It also exacerbates saltwater intrusion into freshwater aquifers, threatening drinking water supplies. Moreover, sand mining operations generate significant noise and air pollution, impacting both human and animal populations. The destruction of beaches, a major tourist attraction in many regions, has severe economic implications. The ecological damage caused by illegal sand mining is often irreversible, leaving behind a legacy of environmental degradation. Seeking sustainable solutions. As sand shifts throughout the world, addressing the sand crisis requires a multi-pronged approach. Firstly, governments and regulatory bodies must implement stricter regulations on sand extraction and trade. This includes imposing limits on extraction volumes, enforcing environmental impact assessments, and cracking down on illegal mining operations. Furthermore, promoting transparency and accountability in the sand supply chain is crucial. Investing in research and development of alternative building materials is essential. This includes exploring the use of recycled materials like crushed concrete, glass, and industrial waste. Developing innovative building techniques that minimize sand consumption is another avenue for exploration. Ultimately, a shift towards a circular economy where resources are used efficiently and waste is minimized is paramount. We must explore promising options to lessen our dependence on sand. The search for viable alternatives to sand in construction is gaining momentum. One promising avenue is the use of recycled materials. Crushed concrete, a byproduct of demolition projects, can be processed and used as aggregate in new concrete mixtures. Similarly, recycled glass can be ground into fine powder and used as a partial replacement for sand in concrete production. Other innovative alternatives include using industrial byproducts like fly ash, a byproduct of coal combustion, and slag, a byproduct of steel production. These materials possess properties that can enhance the strength and durability of concrete. Furthermore, researchers are exploring the use of natural fibers like bamboo and hemp as reinforcement materials in construction. Is a call for international cooperation needed? Yes. The sand crisis is a global issue that requires international cooperation. Countries must collaborate to share best practices, develop harmonized regulations, and combat illegal sand mining across borders. International organizations like the United Nations Environment Programme, or UNEP, can play a pivotal role in facilitating dialogue and coordinating global efforts. Raising awareness among consumers about the sand crisis is crucial. Educating the public about the hidden costs of sand consumption can drive demand for sustainable alternatives. Promoting responsible sourcing practices and supporting companies that prioritize environmental sustainability are essential steps. Individual responsibility means making conscious choices. While systemic change is crucial, individuals also have a role to play in mitigating the sand crisis. Being mindful of our consumption habits and making conscious choices can make a difference. Opting for products made from recycled materials, supporting sustainable businesses, and reducing our overall consumption of sand-intensive goods are tangible actions we can take. Furthermore, staying informed about the issue and advocating for policy changes that promote sustainable sand management are important steps. By making informed decisions and demanding accountability from businesses and governments, we can contribute to a more sustainable future. A grain of hope for a sustainable future lies in adopting smarter, eco-friendly solutions. The sand crisis is a complex and multifaceted challenge, but it is not insurmountable. By embracing sustainable practices, investing in innovation, and fostering global cooperation, we can chart a path towards a future where sand is used responsibly and its finite resources are preserved. The journey begins with acknowledging the problem and taking collective action. Let us ensure that future generations inherit a world where the ground beneath their feet is not a symbol of crisis, but a foundation for a sustainable future.